Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Jamie the Roblox Champion, and today we're going to be having a look at the brand new Doors update, which there's a new teaser trailer called Doors Update. I'm going to play through the trailer and then I'm going to theorize my theories to this trailer. So here we go. Case we're in some sort of office building. Like I said, I'm just gonna let it play out. I'll talk about that, that's important. That's also important. I'll talk about the door number as well. This is very important. I'm going to talk about that. Okay, that's the trailer. I'm going to play it again and I'm going to theorize my theories and explain them as well. So obviously got the main titles, epilepsy warning, etc. That's the first thing I want to point out. If I go back just a little bit to there, you can see there's a little noise and you see a shadow moving in the background. That wasn't the player, that was it, that was a new entity. And you can just see it move there. So it's probably a new entity. Don't know much about it. I've been reading through Twitter. Some people saying it is Shadow, but I highly doubt that is Shadow. I think that's a whole new entity in all. There's a little. You see where the cursor is? There's a little yellow greenish thing here. Well, that's a star. Okay, a yellow star. What's a yellow star? Curious light. So this is probably Curious Light that's in the TV right here. Obviously, Curious Light controls the subfloors, so explains a lot why Curious Light is here. Now, this is a TV footage playing. Okay, this is not the real footage. It's not like real life. This is a television tape footage. I don't know what it is, but it's came from a television. There's us, the Doors man. So this right here is like an office type of thing. An office type of subplot, and I'll explain more of that in a bit. It's interesting because he zooms in into this whiteboard where it's got, you can see there's two small boxes here, and then there's four larger boxes here, and then there's a box here, and then there's an eyeball. Now, what is this eyeball? Some people are saying it's Seek, which it could be correct. It might be a wild theory and it might be a common theory, but it could be, and I'll explain why. And then, it could be just be a whole brand new entity in all. But I highly doubt that. Zooms into a printer. It turns. I don't know what that is. I feel like that's just a double door. There. You can see it there. There's like a shadow, like a tall figure. Not figure from Doors, which is like a person. Well, it's not person, it's an entity. Now, I have a theory of who this could be. I think. Get ready. I think this is the very first version of Seek. The reason is, if we compare the first version of Seek to this body, they oddly look similar. And it's weird how the player zoomed into the whiteboard with the eye on it. This is me just theorizing, by the way. But I do think this is what this is. Some people are saying it's a glitch. There's a better version. There's a better look of it there. Some people are saying it's glitch. It could be because glitch appears in only the subfloors, kind of like Curious Light. Glitch does not appear in the hotel and the mines. Obviously, it got replaced with the void. But the glitch is still in the subfloors, like rooms, back door, outdoors, etc. So, we could get more information on this creature later on. Another reason why people say this is a glitch is because it teleported them to a door. CO48. That's important. We need to keep that door number in mind. No, it got teleported to an escalator. With an escalator. We've never seen this indoors before. There we go. This is blue vines, which we've never seen before, and I have a theory on the blue bit as well. With, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers with eyeballs on them. You can see there's grass. A lot of people thought these were blades, but they're not. It's grass. There's blue grass here, and let's continue. It touches the flower. It backs off, trying to warn them not to go near. Click, turns away, steps into the flower, and they get killed. Now, theory here, but I'm going to let it play before I share my theory. Archives. As you can see, this is obviously Curious Light here. This is very important. Where forgotten memories go. Going back to, if I can find it. Going back to that. The first version of Seek was forgotten. It didn't make it into the real version of Doors, which is why I am thinking that this is the first version of the first version of Seek, because it didn't make it into Doors and it is forgotten. Now, if we go to this obviously looks like an entity that comes from the outdoors. Obviously, we don't see it in the outdoors, which makes it a forgotten memory. See where I'm going with this? So I'm feeling that all the entities that I'm going to be in the archives are going to be entities that have been forgotten. That scared me for a second. There's a noise. But This right here, the flowers, the blue vines, it's a forgotten memory. It's a forgotten memory, like we said right here, where forgotten memories, if I can find it, where forgotten memories go. And it says here, a reimagined subfloor. This obviously looks like a reimagined subfloor of the rooms. Now, we could think that a 60, a 90, a 120 will be in here, which, if it is a reimagined subfloor of the rooms, is very likely. But going back to where forgotten memories go, I think it'll be the first versions of A60, the first versions of A90, and the first versions of A120. That's just my theory. Now, I said before that the blue of the vines, this is going to be wild, and it's probably not correct, but I was thinking, should this be guiding light? Now, you might be thinking, guiding light, this is not guiding light, because guiding light is not in the subfloors. It's curious light. Which is the only entity that's actually helped us through doors? It's guiding light. Could guiding light have possessed this entity, which is why when we go to touch the entity, that sounded weird, the entity's like, don't come any closer. This is guiding light warning the player not to go in there. This is guiding light warning. Now obviously the player refuses, it looks back and refuses the warning and goes in and gets killed. This is I think it's guiding light. But it's probably not correct, but I'm gonna stick with the theory that guiding light has possessed that entity and is warning the player to not go in. Because if some people are saying, I'm trying to figure out what that door number says there. And I was looking at Twitter, a lot of people say that door number up there says CO47. Bearing in mind that we just went through CO48. Could this be a dupe door? I think it's not. Because why would it be so obvious to be a fake door? It'd obviously be hidden. So, again, this could be guiding light saying, don't go in here because it's obviously not safe. Who knows? Who knows? And finally, it's coming out this summer, which it obviously gets rid of September, October, November, December. It'll probably come out sometime in June, July, August. But we don't have an exact release date. But this is just my theory. I've shared my theories. If I've missed anything, please let me know. But that is it for breaking down the new Doors Archives trailer. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any more of my uploads. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!